The Queen has used her annual Christmas message to pay tribute to her beloved late husband, the Duke of Edinburgh. For more, let's bring in royal expert Dickie Arbiter in London. Dickie, it was a very touching and personal reflection. What did you make of it?
Morning, Sarah. Yeah, it was incredibly touching. She spoke right at the beginning about people at Christmas losing loved ones, and she said she knew now what they meant by that. But she spoke of Philip, of his inquiring, twinkling eyes, mischievous, as bright at the end as they were when she first met him. She met him in 1939 as a 13-year-old, fell in love with him, married him 8 years later, celebrated 73 years of marriage in November last year, and was widowed in April. She's been a widow for 8 months, and she's still in love with him, and she still misses him.
It's an incredible and enduring relationship, really, when you think about it. And, you know, we know that a lot of thought has obviously gone into these Christmas addresses, and particularly the attire. The Queen also wore a very sentimental brooch for this occasion.
She wore the chrysanthemum brooch. It's something that he gave her. She wore it on her engagement. She's worn it on so many occasions. The previous time she wore it on a diamond wedding anniversary. So it is very close to her. It was quite interesting. She's always worn it on the left-hand side, and on this occasion she wore it on the right-hand side. So maybe there was something in that. But it has been a long, enduring love story, irrespective of what people might have written in the 50s and 60s. They were very much in love with each other, and she's missing him. And she put a lot of thought into that Christmas message, something that she's done every year, but this year there was more thought into it because it was very close to her what happened.
Absolutely, it was indeed very touching. And look, it's all happening over there, isn't it? I mean, we had a man who allegedly broke into the Windsor Castle on Christmas Day armed with a crossbow, and he's now been detained. What do we know now?
Well, a man broke into the grounds. You've got to remember the Windsor Castle grounds are very large. We don't know where he got to. The police have said that he never got anywhere near the buildings. He did have a crossbow. He's been detained under the Mental Health Act. He's 19-year-old from Southampton, the south of England. That's all we know about him. And presumably we'll know a bit more when he comes to a hearing. But when that'll happen, because he's detained under the Mental Health Act, who knows? But he didn't get anywhere near the building, so the Queen was never, and the rest of the royal family were never in any danger. But it just shows how easy it is to get into these royal palaces. Doesn't matter how much security you put in place, there's always somebody going to have a go, and sometimes they succeed.
Well, it's quite staggering, really.